I'm gonna do the intro right as you're cutting your cigar. Guys, welcome to Cigar Chronicles. Oh, the show about cigars, life, and everything in between. Thank you. The professor is here. Ooh, if we had like an applause thing, I would do it, but we don't.
We don't have the sign back there?
No, we don't have that. You're gonna get New York City traffic. That's what
you
you're
got
gonna
people
get.
saying in the back. That's
right,
good enough.
We do have that. I am so happy to have you here, Ricky.
It's good to be back.
You know why?
You haven't told me yet.
Because you brought me a free cigar.
I bought you one cigar.
It's still free.
This is true.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Guys, welcome. Today, I'm going to let Ricky take the reins on this today. This is more his baby. I have some other things that I want to talk about, but we could talk about that after he gets to introduce his situation here. So because of that, I'm going to light mine up first.
All right, so I cut first and you light up?
Yep.
All right, no problem. All right, so fellas, thank you for coming through. What we got today, well, basically, this is kind of new to us. We're basically dancing to lighting up a cigar. And
yeah.
No. Alec Bradley Sun Grown. Believe it or not, I saw him on Instagram. One of the guys had posted it up, I believe from Alec Bradley himself. It might have been Alan Rubin himself. And I saw the picture of it, loved the ring. It really looks awesome. Design of the ring, the Sun Grown labeling. They do have other Sun Growns, the American and stuff like that, but I believe this is the only one that it's called Sun Grown on its own.
Oh, so this is just official title.
It's its official title, yeah. It doesn't have like a conjunction name or anything like that. What I read is it's a Brazilian Mata Fina.
There's nothing wrong with cheating.
No, it's not even cheating. I'm just trying to.
Right.
Yeah, it is cheating.
So much information. It's hard. So.
All right. So here, and not even trying to take anybody's limelight. I'm actually getting this information from Famous Cigars.
There you go.
Right. You know, shouts out to them. They're actually the only ones right now that I was able to get it from. So we bought a box. Came in awesome shipping.
I want to be clear. Like Alec Bradley they didn't send you this. You bought this.
No. Hopefully they can send us a box of fine and rare that are very nice. You know,
okay, we got goals. We got goals.
All right. No. I mean, shit. You know. Famous Cigars, awesome people. I'm basically going to be reading it right off for them. The content of how this cigar was made and put together. Basically, it's a full-bodied cigar. It's a Nicaraguan Estela and Jalapa plus Colombian long filler. It's an Honduran binder and a Brazilian Mata Fina wrapper. Now, what I heard or read is the Brazilian Mata Fina is a bit like on a spicy level.
Right.
So, being honest, I'm not big of a spicy guy.
Neither am I.
But Alec Bradley has never let me down as far as their flavors go. You just took the first slit.
I don't have any spice.
What? It doesn't feel like it?
None whatsoever. I mean, that's me personally. I don't.
The smell freaking feels.
But the smell was very. When I first smelled it, it tingled the nose.
Yeah.
It tingled the nose.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's the spiciness that they're talking about.
Right. So maybe it's just a subtle, overall kind of spice, but it's not like just smoking pepper.
Yeah. Because I know even by the taste of some of the cigars.
Right.
That they say they're spicy as fuck. And
it kind of coats on your lips a little bit.
Smelling it at a...
Please, demonstrate, please, yeah.
You know, no ideas, fellas. I mean...
Taking the whole thing
you
in
get like
there,
a dark chocolatey smell. You smelled it before.
Right.
Dark chocolatey. Still no pepper.
Right.
Still no spiciness,
but there is a
nothing.
tingliness.
There is a tingliness.
Tingliness. That's a word. I promise you it's a word.
It's freaking wrapped very nicely. How's the draw?
The draw is amazing.
Yeah, you can tell.
And it's burning nice.
Yeah. Let me light up. Let me see what it goes. Give me your... Well, what are you getting right now?
We're going to get a little bit more into this as we smoke it, and we're going to give you how we, taste and all that good stuff. But today, I actually did some homework. Woohoo! woo!
Put the beanie hat on.
And then I looked everything up on Google because I'm poor and I didn't buy this book. But it's a great book out there called The Ultimate Cigar Edition. Cigar Book Edition 4, I think it's up to. It's a great book. It has I don't know, something like 400 pages of history and outlooks and things of that nature. But the one thing that I feel like is not known amongst a lot of cigar smokers, and I say cigar smokers like dedicated cigar smokers, people that are interested in the culture. Now, people that just go to the shop every weekend and, they buy 2 cigars and they're relaxed, which is totally fine. Like, do what you do. Some people do that, some people don't. But for something that I take as a hobby, I took some interest in. Finally, after 12 years, decided to do some background. Right? Don't judge me, I'm slow. Right? So, right? So I come to find out, right? So apparently, Christopher Columbus rediscovered America, whatever. Came over here, did what he did. I think it's 19 days later. I believe it's just like 19 days later, right? 19 days later, I'm going to look exactly. It's 17 days later. I'm done. I got the shit highlighted. It's highlighted. It's highlighted here, just to let you know.
You learned?
I learned how to use a highlighter.
It
was rough work.
We're moving forward in life.
17 days later, right? Him and 2 of his companions sailed over to Cuba, right? To Bahia de Guirabe. I probably said that wrong. Don't
butcher the shit out of it.
Please don't. I know I butchered it. Don't judge me, all right? New York education system, that's all I'm saying. Right, so him and his 2 boys, Rodrigo and Luis, right?
Oh, they definitely came from...
Right, so Rodrigo Jerez, we're not going to say his whole name because it's Rodrigo de Jerez and Luis de Torres. Right, so Rodrigo and Luis with Christopher Columbus, they pull up, roll up on their sailboat in Cuba.
With 20s? With 20s?
Right, the sails were like 50s. It's like they put your 50 in sails, you know what I'm saying? So they roll up, and Christopher Columbus is a cautious individual. I'm assuming, who knows? He sends Rodrigo and Luis, go check out what's going on over here. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to jump out the boat, get shot with an arrow or something, or a spear. So why don't you go over there and investigate, see what's going on? So the 2 guys, they hop out the boat. They're walking on the coastline, whatever, and they run into what I'm assuming is indigenous people. Yeah.
Right? At the time.
And according to them, is what they were smoking what we now, well, it's not what we now call, but it's a New World cigar. The evolution of a cigar from their point to our point. Anyway, according to your mans, okay, the cigar was, I'm going to read it just from here just because, I can do that.
Yeah, we can do,
right. And they were Havanas, right? Of course, they were not the cigars that we know today. They were made of raw, twisted leaves of uncured tobacco, right? So this is not aged. This is not something that, that's hanging in a warehouse somewhere.
Not cured.
Right, no, it's none of that. It's just raw.
Right out of the ground.
Hardcore tobacco. Like, they don't care. Like, fuck tomorrow, I'm here today.
Somebody should create that.
And the wrapper was dried corn husks.
Dried corn.
Right. If anybody's from like central part of the United States, like maybe Wyoming or Montana, Nebraska, right? You see them cornfields, those things that come out of them cornfields? Yeah, that little thingamajiggy, they had that joint wrapped in tobacco. Wrapped, like,
You can smoke it and eat it at the same time.
Right. So the gauge was like your arm. And there's a lot of comments that we can make about that whole interaction that we're just not going to jump into.
But we're not going to right now.
No, we're not going to because we're adults here. We don't need to say no homo, none of that stuff. We're adults. It was tobacco gauges the size of your arm. You think R. Kelly had a bad day smoking that cigar? Yeah, that big ass grin. These dudes did not care. So that's just one of them. There's a lot of interesting facts in this particular book. Just about, for instance, when Robustos were made, or the original name of it is Rothschild. Robustos were actually adapted from Davidoff.
Oh, yeah.
So the translation of the Robusto Davidoff is actually the Rothschild, which was the guy, he was like some financier somewhere in Europe, and he was like, yo, look, I need you to make me a cigar that's small, because I don't want to last an hour, whatever time it is, smoking a cigar, but I still want that draw.
A quickie.
You know, I want a quickie. I just love the words you're using for the quickie.
Hey, listen,
yeah,
right?
he just wanted
new world cigar terms, right?
A quickie. So he wanted a quickie, but he still wanted the taste. So that's where they blessed him, and I believe it's Hoyo de Monterrey.
Hoyo de Monterrey, yeah.
I don't counsel my man. Right.
Professor doing his thing.
The professor has to, right. You should be reading these. I shouldn't even be reading these things.
You think I know how to read?
Oh my God, I hope you know how to read.
Well, you learn how to highlight, bro. So
right. I did learn how to highlight. I'm very proud of that, actually. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I really did learn how to highlight because I was horrible at it. I would like just highlight the top part of the word and leave like the bottom not.
It's not important.
It's important to me. So I got the whole. Now you just took away anyway. But there's certain facts like the wrap,
the ring, the label.
Right. Well, yeah. Also, so for instance, at the beginning, it was I just want to say that shout out to women out there making great strides for cigars out there. It was Catherine II, I believe, somewhere in Russia or in that part of the rural area. She was very fancy, and she was like, I don't want my fingers stained with this tobacco when I'm smoking it. I'm better than that. I'm royalty, and she commissioned them to make something to wrap around the cigar so it doesn't stain
on her finger.
On her finger, some bougie
Got
shit.
you.
Super bougie, right? But I mean, get it how you can, right? So that's how that.
But that, thanks to her, is where we're getting all these phenomenal labels.
Now, partly. Now the Germans, okay, right at the time where they were trying to make this all German kind of thing and make Germany one whole, that era. A lot of the Germans left. They fled. They were like, "Fuck this! I don't need this shit in my life." We got things to do. The Germans are the ones that are actually responsible for the colors in the wrappers. They were the first ones to produce how to put like
the ink or something like that on it.
Yeah, the ink and the digitized, well, not digitized, but like the drawings and the chisel and stuff like that.
I got you.
But to do multiple colors.
Okay.
Because I'm sure back then it's probably like a tissue and a thank you note, and that's it, right?
Or like a ribbon or something.
Or like a ribbon, right?
Yeah.
So they were the ones that actually had that technology. It's just so weird because back then to call that technology, like now,
it's like,
we got fucking 3D printers, right? That can print fucking anything.
Well, maybe 20 years from now, you can fucking 3D a car right in your living room and shit.
Well, can't you can kind of do that now, right, with 3D printers?
Yeah.
B is slowly shaking his head like, yes.
All right, so B, you're making me a freaking car.
Right.
There you go.
If you got a 3D printer, we're gonna have to talk some business, B. You know what I'm saying? There's also it's valuable information. Look, if you're somebody, I don't want to spoil it for everybody. I'm gonna throw some more facts out there later, but if you really want to grasp, if you really want to understand, or if you're just curious, because I was just curious, like who was the first person to interact with tobacco? Come to think about it, my man Rodrigo and Lou. My man Rodrigo and Lou was in it with these, with the indigenous people, and
they like the environment, the whole deal.
So Rodrigo, I gotta throw this out. This is hilarious. Rodrigo was
like my cousin.
Right. He I feel like I gotta call him like A-Rod or something. Anyway, Rodrigo, aka A-Rod, right? He took some of this tobacco back home, right? So did Christopher Columbus and all these people, right?
Gotcha.
So he's thinking he's badass. I got this new product. I'm gonna show off, right?
This is better than gold.
So he's in let's say the town square, blowing it down, like he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get lit. Let's do this. And he starts. I have to work on this. It's kind of.
You haven't lit it up? Oh, yeah.
It's lit, bro. There's smoke coming out.
Okay, fine.
Try to play me. So he's smoking in the square, right? Whatever. He's having a good time. He's trying to show off. Look what I got. Boo-hoo, whatever.
Boo-hoo.
They throw his ass in jail.
Why?
Because he was smoking.
It wasn't allowed back then? They didn't even know what the fuck it was.
They didn't care. It was like, bro, you smoking at the public square.
How the fuck you go to jail for not having a law?
Now, for you people that have been to jail or that are familiar with the laws of New York.
Before you even, like, what time frame was that?
This is 1400s, 1500s.
So they're making up laws as they go.
Right. I mean, you're in monarchy Spain. Like, it's queens and kings. There's no vice president. There's no Department of Treasury. There's none of that shit. I mean, there is, but it's not that. They throw his ass in jail. And you're thinking, oh, okay, he violated. You know, they'll give him 60 days.
Yeah.
They'll give him 30 days. They'll give him probation.
Yeah, slap on the hand.
You know, maybe he'll go fucking, pick up trash in the street, clean up the gutters or whatever. No.
A-Rod cleaning gutters.
Right, A-Rod cleaning gutters. No, Rodrigo got 3 motherfucking years.
Wow, locked up?
3 motherfucking years. I want to put this in perspective, people. We do this freely. We pay to do this. My man Rodrigo took a bid for 3 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Respects to Rodrigo.
I'm not religious. You know how they say Christ paid for our sins and all that. Rodrigo did 3 years in jail. Not just any jail. He was locked up in Spain, 1500s for 3 years, so we can
throw ashes on ourselves.
We can throw ashes on ourselves and look completely foolish. So Rodrigo, shout outs to you and your whole timeline, the whole Jerez's, you know what I'm saying?
They're
shout
on Instagram, you know that, right?
All right. Shout out to y'all. Your man did the bid for us. If we had commissary back then, I hope they filled up your commissary. If not, I'm sorry. So 3 years in fucking jail.
Dude, bro, like...
Yo, for smoking a cigar. And he didn't even get to finish. That's the worst part. Like, you would... Damn, let the boy finish.
Let him finish the cigar.
Let him finish the cigar. I'm going to let him rock. I'm going to let him rock before I throw these cuffs on him. Nah, the Spanish Inquisition was like, nah, we don't like that, fam. We're going to put you in jail.
That's not cool. Like, they didn't even know anything about it, right?
No.
So it's just, okay, so we see this leaf-looking thing blowing smoke out of it. Nah, we don't want it.
B, I'm so sorry. I'm throwing ash all over your floor.
We don't want it. So 3 years in jail, just chilling, right? But did his man Colombo even come by and say what's up to him or something?
I think you mean Luis? Colombo. Why gotta be Colombo? No, Luis. I don't know. They don't speak. They don't speak on the relationship on Luis and
they didn't teach me that in the history books.
I mean, maybe Rodrigo and Luis didn't really get along. Maybe Rodrigo took all the tobacco and gave Luis none.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this is not for you, fam. It's all me right here, you know what I mean? But my question is, like, how does a court system work at this point? Like, how do you go on trial for smoking?
Maybe there wasn't even a trial.
It was like Spanish Inquisition. It was
just like,
throw the cuffs on, we just taking you to prison. We're not even taking you to jail. We taking you. It's like getting arrested for smoking a cigarette and getting sent to Sing Sing. Now, we don't send you straight to Attica. You don't.
Or maybe he was making a huge riot or some shit.
He was not making, he was smoking.
Oh, I know what it was. He wasn't paying taxes on it. That's why they got pissed.
When it all comes down to fucking taxes.
It's all fucking money, bro.
The queen was like, where my bread at, fam?
Or if he would have gone first to them and be like, yo, listen, I'm going to hook you guys up with a little piece of the pie. Fucking would have been smoking cigars till they're blue in the face.
I think she was like, how you bring something for you and bring nothing for me?
See?
Oh my God, look. 1873, I'm just going to start jumping back and forth because I had it organized, but I don't feel like being organized right now.
The wind blew it.
Right. In 1873, France was selling 1 billion, that's with a B, I'm going to spell that, 1 B-I-L-L-I-O-N. I got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to look crazy out here, right? I'm going to double check that, right? They were selling 1 billion cigars a year, and only 10 million of those were imported.
Holy shit, so it's just, everything was grown in France. That is amazing. Didn't you tell me also that that's how they marked their financial growth?
No, that's not what I told you because you never see me talk about this because apparently we didn't talk about this before. You should know this already, duh. Come on. No, yeah. At one point in the U.S., the way they figured out how the condition was of the economy,
right,
was based on how much cigars they sold. Bro, it's so bad. Okay, so apparently, the Spanish had a war for lasted 4 months. American-Spanish war lasted 4 months, right? Excuse me. Which was the first embargo for Cuba, which was like 18 something.
Right.
So there was no more cigars coming to the U.S. It was done.
So
at this point, at this 4 month period, right? Done. No more cigars. Fuck you. We're at war, right? We had amassed so much stockpile of cigars that nothing changed. It was like, oh, they stopped shipping. My trunk is full. We good.
Yeah, we are.
Nobody was like, oh, I can't have my cigar. Oh. I mean, it's weird that was like the thought like people cared about.
Before,
like, we're at war and my fucking cigars. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't run out of cigars. Yo, we were well stocked.
Notice how important they are, huh?
I would think so. But Cuba did see a 25% decrease in their sales.
Well, you can imagine, bro, stopping for 4 months, no sales of that. I mean, geez.
The whole problem is that Spain had a real like grasp
on them,
Cuba,
yeah.
and they were very worried because a lot of places in Europe, like Dutch and Russia and Germany, and a lot of places in the United States were already, they were attaining this, and they were, people were gravitating towards it, and because of the Spaniards, they put cigars into that upper echelon where now everybody thinks, wearing a fucking tuxedo with penguin jackets white
and
fucking gloves,
and a cane,
eating hors d'oeuvres, drinking champagne out of some person's butthole. It's fucking retarded. Which is not look, we live in urban New York City. Like, we live in the hood, not the hood, but we live in urban communities, right?
Diversified community,
right?
Yeah.
You can go. There's a cigar shop in Harlem, right? There's a cigar shop in Little Italy in the Bronx.
Yeah.
There's cigar shops all over the Bronx.
Lower Manhattan,
Brooklyn. I have this thing about Brooklyn.
What do you got about Brooklyn?
I have this fear about Brooklyn, right? So when I was younger, running wild in these crazy streets, you know what I'm saying?
2 years ago?
Right. Brooklyn isn't what it was today, obviously. It's super gentrified, right?
Yeah.
You got, what are those people with those flannel shirts called? Hipsters, them shits, right. you got motherfucking hipsters, and, they all drink fucking whiskey, eat natural, and everything is
jog everywhere.
Right. Well, what's that other word? Not natural. It's or that motherfucking word, organic. Shout out to the back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everything is organic. They drink whiskey and they wear flannel shirts and have ridiculous beards and mustaches.
That match their chest hairs.
Right. And it's everybody's riding their bike. It's a big fucking community. It's great. That's cool.
Very nice.
But back in my day, it wasn't like that. Like, I'm gonna give you a depiction of what I felt Brooklyn was like back in the days, okay?
Shoot.
I'm gonna give you everyday time. So like, okay, you go, your grandma has to go do laundry in the laundromat, right?
Yeah.
So she gets her card, she puts the laundry bag in the laundry card, she's ready to go, right? As she is exiting the building, imagine Chuck Norris and fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Strapped up with fucking bullets across the chest, a belt of grenades, like 2 fucking M4s, and she's like...
bullet holes on the fucking wall.
Right, she's like, I'm ready to go do laundry. Like, this is a kit. This is your uniform to go do laundry in Brooklyn. 2 fucking M4s, grenades everywhere, unlimited supply of bullets. That's how I felt. That's how I envisioned Brooklyn back in the days. Due to some experiences that I've had in my past that I'm not going to touch on because, that's a different story.
Why not?
No, we're not going to get into that.
You brought it up.
I was doing some dumb shit back in the days, and I was hanging around with, I always hung out with an older crowd.
Yeah.
So they were into like car racing, and there was drugs involved, and
all that.
I'm sure there was some handguns involved, automatic weapons.
Your grandmother had them.
Right. So. You're seeing these experiences, and I'm like, all right, and I moved to Florida. I lived in Florida for 3 years, and I come back, and,
nice.
And a lot of people are like, yo, we're gonna go hang out in Brooklyn, and immediately like PTSD.
Like, no.
Like, what? No, I'm good.
No.
I don't even know what trains go to Brooklyn because I don't even want to go. Like, why would I go to Brooklyn?
Why would I
go? Like, fuck that. Like, I don't want to get shot. You know what I'm saying? You can get shot going to buy some goddamn bread. Like, I don't want to do that.
To my
And then, Bloomberg did what he did, and he made Dumbo, and which I never knew it was Dumbo until Jay-Z put it out there. Just throwing that out there. Like I didn't know. It was gentrified.
No, it's very nice out there, bro.
No, fuck that.
It is.
People. No. I got a friend. Shout out to T. I'm not gonna say his name, but my man. He was drinking, right? Whatever. Sitting in front of his stoop, slightly inebriated and borderline passed out. Some fucking a-hole goes and slices his fucking head and keeps walking.
No way.
Yeah, like, oh, Brooklyn is safe. Oh, Brooklyn is gentrified. Fuck that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I'm happy like it was just that and not the guy tried to rob him or shoot him or whatever, whatever it is. But like, fucking savages.
I got a few stories of my own for Brooklyn, but it was like that. There were still some areas though that are a lot safer. You got Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Now safer in the sense that you're not gonna get risked by getting fucking shot at. But you had a lot of Italian underground mafias and stuff like that they did their thing. They kept to themselves. They did
most of them took care of the community, I'm assuming.
No, a lot of them do, and did and still do. So, but more of, I can say this because we're Spanish. Right. The Spanish areas,
right?
Had a lot of the car theft and breaking in and stealing this and just doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. Brought Brooklyn into a bad state, and then it slowly turned around to what a lot of parts are now.
Right.
So, but
I again, Brooklyn. Shout out to y'all, Brooklyn. I got mad love for y'all. I'm currently there. I frequent Brooklyn as often as I can now because of some special reasons, and but I had that feeling like how. A grandmother has to go do laundry with machine guns. I think that's pretty impactful. PTSD, I'm telling you, and I don't really have PTSD. I don't want to make it seem like that, but at the end of the day, like it's scarred.
It's scary.
But let's get back to the history of cigars because of the mutiny and all that stuff. Back to did we talk about Rothschild already?
You did. You touched on it. That was basically the.
See, this is what I have him here for. He keeps me alive.
It's the only reason why I'm here.
I know. I'm glad you know about that. So look, France was selling 1 billion cigars. Let me go. Speaking of the Rothschild joint, right?
Yeah.
So Dunhill used, instead of Robustos, because that was Davidoff, they used Romanos. Right. Joya de Nicaragua used a Consul, Consul, and just in case I'm saying this
and those are the same sizes.
Same sizes, which at the time was 50 by 50, 5 by 50.
5 by 50.
I think, no, that's what it's evolved to now. It was 4.5 by 52. Oh shit, 4.5 by 52.
That's a
pretty small cigar.
Yeah.
Is that nub? What are nubs?
I would.
Nubs are probably like 5 by 50, aren't they?
No, I would say almost 4. 4. No. Yeah, freaking nub is like I don't know, maybe 3.5.
Are you telling me your finger's a nub?
Maybe.
Your finger's a nub?
Nip.
His finger's a nub.
I will look it up for you because we can cheat.
Right, cheat. No, I'm just saying.
So go ahead, yeah.
Okay, so the Rothschild was a London financier, Leopold. His name was Leopold. How fucking cool is that? Leopold. That's fucking awesome, right?
That's
aside and as an aside, when the first Honduran-made cigar were brought into the United States after the Cuban embargo, it was Joya de Monterrey. Right, Monterrey, that reintroduced American smokers to the famous Rothschild shape. 4.5 by 52, but that's 52. That's pretty thick. For a Robusto. I think so. At one point, by 1875, Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio, Wisconsin, West motherfucking Wisconsin, Florida, and also of course Connecticut were actually the more popular leaves. That's where the most improved strains of leaves were coming from, which is cool.
to cut you off, going back to the size of the nub, I got the info.
What's the size of the nub?
3.7 of an inch. So not even 4 inches by 54.
3.7. Oh, but it's a 54. Wow, a 54.
For ring gauge, the length of it is
not even 4 fucking inches.
4 inches, yeah.
Holy shit. I look, I smoke nubs. I like nubs.
Yeah.
I would have not more than 3.5.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yo, so tell me, what do you think?
I was just gonna mention this freaking the ash. It looks freaking phenomenal.
Ash does look phenomenal. You've been holding on to that ash. I've been putting it all over myself.
Yeah, I noticed it. You like it more on the floor than.
Yeah.
Smooth as hell, bro. I don't get any of that spicy Brazilian
I don't,
nothing. But now when I do blow it out my nose, it feels a bit rougher than normal, just smoother cigars. Nothing crazy. It's still definitely passable. The flavor, dude, Alec Bradley does not let me down, bro.
One thing I notice about Alec Bradley's in general is that when I blow them out my nose, and this goes for most of them that I smoked, the Post Embargo, the Presario, you know, most of them.
Yeah.
When I blow them out my nose, I get a almost like a perfume kind of. I don't want to say taste because it's not really a taste, but it's like a perfume smell blowing that out my nose. Aroma. Shout out to the back, now, man.
Yeah, shit.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, so it's like an aroma. So blowing it out my nose, I get this beautiful, like succulent aroma, and it's like when a woman puts on lotion and perfume right after the shower.
And just kind of walks right
by you.
Walks
right by you.
You're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Just, yeah.
That's what I get when I blow it out my nose.
Okay.
So
okay.
I definitely like shout out to that because I'm all about that.
I do get the taste buds kind of like go a little bit more nuts, and you really taste it. I do get a hint of that, like, you know how they always describe, like, yeah, the hint of dark chocolate, but no, this is like a thicker, creamier chocolate where it's, I don't know, you want to call it like a burnt chocolate, almost.
It's just a higher percentage of dark chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a regular just chocolate.
But then at the same time, it's blended with like a smooth out mixture.
My eyes water. Hold on.
Yeah? I'm sorry. Am I making you cry?
No, you're not making me cry. Blowing this joint out my nose is making me cry.
That's that spiciness right there kicking
So for the people that don't know, I'm not an expert. I'm a person that enjoys cigars a lot. I have some information that I think I know, and you know sometimes I have to triple check it. But so blowing it out your nose, right? Retrohaling, it makes you pick up notes and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, it definitely enhances that flavor, at least
shit
to you.
Burns like a motherfucker. Look how smooth he did it, and his eyes is not watery. My shit is like fucking faucets. I can't stop. This shit is the worst.
I got a trick. Like for newcomers now, yeah, it's not easy, especially with a stronger cigar. You really don't want to do that. I blow a little bit out the mouth, a little bit out the nose, back to the mouth. So I play with both front and.
Which is ultimately the only way I can do it because
right?
I can't. Like there's a guy that I saw in our shop, Wellington.
Only through the nose.
Bro, when he starts smoke, he will smoke, right? He'll take a puff and he'll go, and then it'll just come out his nose, and I'm like, how is he not in tears? It's like it's like he scorched the nerve endings in his nose.
Yeah.
And doesn't feel it. But he must get the maximum amount of flavor in the cigars because he does that. Shout out to Wellington, I mean. Saw him yesterday playing dominoes. Most cigars, you know how it is.
And the thing is that he does it with what I think it's a full body, strong as fuck cigar. Those Oliva Serie B.
Did you watch the last episode? You didn't watch the last episode.
I did.
So we were because he brought that particular. See, I don't want to say the name because it's the proper way of saying it, and I don't remember how to say it. It's not Olivia, apparently.
Oliva.
I think it's Oliva.
It's Oliva.
Right. Because I was saying, I'm Spanish.
We're giving it that extra accent.
Olivia.
Yeah. Olivia. It's like Olivia oil.
It's like you're calling your grandchild Olivia.
Yeah.
Right? So, right. So we were talking about that, and we both said it. He was like, but that's not how you say it. Shout out to Anthony Caron, you know what I'm saying? My man.
Awesome show.
So, no, he brought the Medallion V.
Okay.
Which I in my opinion, it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad cigar. I just want to throw that out there. I don't want nobody to be discouraged. My personal opinion of it,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's worth the $14 they charge you, I think.
The Toro size that they have for that, I don't care for it much. The one that I do or would prefer is the Figurado one. See,
now I don't have notes on that, right? And I like to get educated. There's so many different sizes, right? So there's Churchill, there's Presidente.
El Presidente,
right?
yeah.
There's Lancero. There's
Toro, Robusto.
Corona.
Yeah, Corona. Yeah.
Corona, not to be thinking like Corona Extra, the beer.
Yeah.
Then there's like double. There's like double Corona. There's another one, Presidente. I don't. Guys, in the comments, if you want to leave a list of all the ones that you know, because I know
there's
we're
a
missing
digger.
One. Yeah, but what is the digger? The digger is actually called something. It's not called a digger.
Well, that's what I know it as. It's about the size of a fucking bat.
I think it's just the nickname, the digger, right? What is that? La Flor Dominicana? What?
La Flor has that.
Is it a double ligero? Is this all it is?
It's a double ligero. I think it's like a 55
double
ring.
Ligero.
Motherfucker.
Right. No, yes, it's a 3-hour smoke.
Yeah, easily.
But I think that has a particular name for the size.
It has. You know what? I think when they go exaggerated at that size, different manufacturers, they call it whatever the fuck they want.
I guess. But the problem with those sizes is that you don't get all that flavor. You don't get flavor. You get a hint of flavor here and there, but you won't.
What I was doing my homework on the Sun Grown, and then just a little past experience info on Alec Bradley himself, the owner, Alan Rubin, and what they're big on, which actually caught my attention, is that with every different size, right, Toro, Ligero, Churchills, you name it, what they have the tendency to do is, depending on the size, is they play with the percentages of the tobacco flavor. So they try to get the same amount of flavor regardless of the size and the shape of the tobacco.
Isn't that kind of hard because you have to?
It's extremely hard.
Because you're adding more filler.
Whatever it is, every cigar that they produce it's out on the market, from what I heard, is that they run through a series of tests on every size possible, and then they play with the percentages of filler, of wrapper, of binder, and back and forth, just to try to get that same blend on all sizes. You know what I mean?
That sounds like a lot of hard work.
It is a lot of hard work, but you know what?
But you need that kind of dedication and that kind of consistency.
I'm appreciative of what they do and the lines that they got.
I actually really like the cigar.
It's this to me can even be like a morning cigar. I would definitely.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
I'm
not
having
that
it with coffee now, and it's not over. Like I still taste coffee, which is good because
good. You don't have that overbearing taste in the mouth.
Which is I feel like a lot of a big problem. We were talking in the last episode with Anthony that people have their own flavor profiles. You know, so some people may want a real rough cigar at the beginning with their morning with their coffee.
Yeah.
But we don't know. They might be drinking fucking jet fuel. You know,
True.
for coffee.
Yeah.
They might be drinking sludge, that French press shit.
Freaking tar.
Right. With the coffee grinds and all that shit still in there.
Espresso and freaking.
It should be sludge. It'd be like fucking 400 milligrams.
I just got a few notes of like a nice earthy taste to it.
When you say earthy, do you mean like?
Okay, so it's gonna sound not nice, but have you ever smelled like the ground just as soon as it just finished raining, like a
yes,
that smell that
yes.
It literally kind of catches your attention.
Right.
You're not gonna eat the ground, but
you're talking about when you say ground, do you mean cement? Do you mean soil?
Soil, like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wet, fermented soil.
Yeah.
And it
I don't think you should fear it being bad because ultimately that's how you.
No, but it's like, oh yeah, it tastes like mud. it's not. But
bro, there's people that say shit. Cigars taste like I have leather notes. Like who's chewing on fucking leather? But that's what they get. I was listening to the Lounge Experience, and Erica, she was describing the cigar that it felt like when you walk into when you go into like a pool and the smell of the chlorine, like that was her experience.
Yeah,
and that's how she
interpreted it.
Right, which is again not wrong because that's how she felt.
It's her.
So I mean, there's what I feel like a lot of people are very afraid to jump into that and say what they taste because somebody's gonna be like, you're a fucking idiot. That's not what it is.
Right.
Like this shit is supposed to have earth tones, and it's supposed to have a little bit of gravel and a little bit of pork grinds and whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Jesus' toe fungus. Like it's whatever you want it, whatever you experience it to be.
I think it has a lot also to do with what your experience, your environment at that point in time when you light it up.
Right. I think a lot. It could also be your diet.
True.
It could be what do you eat?
Mm-hmm.
What did you eat before that? Did you eat anything? Did you drink something? I think a lot of that affects because ultimately you just drawing your tobacco dry with no food in your mouth, nothing is going to give you a completely different feel than I think after that first drink of coffee or even water, because then you have whatever's left over in bacteria in your mouth.
Right.
Nothing is scientific, and I'm not saying that that's the case, but it makes sense.
Right.
It just makes sense that would be a reason why everybody's palate is not the same.
It's not the same. I did read on this one that it says it's a full body cigar.
Right.
I gotta beg to
I don't
differ.
feel that.
That's what I was about to say right now. I'm not. I would say it's touching on the full essence of a full body cigar. It's like there right at that line. It's not. It's definitely not a medium cigar.
Right. No. It's stronger than a medium.
That marker.
So it's medium to full, but they label it as just full.
They label it as a full bodied cigar.
But then again, maybe it'll change. Maybe, once we get to the Sun Grown band, that's when it'll really kick you in the ass.
Beautiful fucking. Look at that design, bro. It inspires you. So I'm sorry. I take it. I love labels.
I'm gonna disagree with you on the design here.
You don't like the way the sun and the star?
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Isn't that like a song or some shit?
That design. Personally, I don't. It doesn't blow my hair back if I had hair. It doesn't do it.
Or if it moved.
Or if it moved, because it wouldn't blow backwards. It wouldn't blow backwards, even if I did have hair. It doesn't do it for me. I find it to be very simplistic in its design.
Okay.
Well, I like the surrounding of it. What I really don't like is the middle part, the sun and the star.
No?
I think that's...
I think it
for
looks
lack of a better word, kind
to
of
me,
corny.
it looks like some Egyptian old symbol, which, I don't know, maybe I hit it nail on the head.
I think the Egyptians had a little bit more creativity than that.
Shut up.
Shout out to my Egyptians, you know what I'm saying? Holla. No,
I do. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like the AB with the crown on the top. I like the surroundings of it, the whole kind of crest designs
around it. Yeah,
I like that. I really do like that. I like the sun grown bottom with the snowflakes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're a pretty little snowflake.
I like how clear it says Alec Bradley on the bottom with the red background.
Right, I love that with the gold letters. That's amazing. Yeah, but the sun and the star, it looks like a ninja star.
It does look like a ninja
lightning
star.
Hit it, or it looks like a ninja star with legs.
Or that it's like legs running.
Right,
like
or like the sun got stabbed and it's leaking blood. I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was kind of dark, but that's what it kind of, that's what it appears to me to be like. But the smoke is amazing so far. I really, really enjoy this. I think I enjoy this more than the Prensado.
The Prensado? that prensado is a full body.
Yeah, that one's
knock
harsh.
You on your ass cigar.
Yesterday I was smoking a cigar.
Phenomenal.
I don't know the name of it. Somebody gave it to me. Hopefully we're gonna have him on the show. AJ Fernandez's like right hand man.
Oh yeah.
That I think his name is Daniel. Or I'm sorry if I don't get your name right, but hopefully we'll get him on the show. Hopefully by July maybe. Hoping that beat's still here. Know what I mean? Selling beats. Anyway, he gave me a cigar to smoke. It was, small one. It was a Robusto.
There you go.
But it was a Rothschild. But it wasn't. It was like the gauge was small. It was like the last call. It was kind of like the same, the small last call, or the rat's tail.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's about the same size, right? And so I'm smoking it. I had just smoked. I smoked the House Churchill, which is a great cigar for Moses, right? I had smoked that. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. He gave me the cigar. I was like, fuck it, let me light it up, right? Oh my God. I felt like Chuck Norris punched me in the face.
Yeah?
That shit was hardcore. Wasn't a bad cigar. I'm not saying that it tasted bad. But that shit was strong as fuck.
Yeah?
It felt like my body was weightlifting with this fucking cigar. It was so strong. I felt like I was doing drills in football. Like it was literally kicking my ass. I wanted to, I was getting ready to go home, and I was like, "Fuck, it's a small smoke. I'll be done with it right away." I couldn't even finish it.
Was that strong?
I would have never made it home. I would fell asleep on the bus or something.
Now I'm kind of. And
it was a packed full of flavor.
That's it. You got me.
Packed full of flavor, and it was tightly
packed, wrapped. Yeah.
So it was hard, and not hard like dry, but because it drew perfect and it burned well. Excuse me, but it was literally a punch in the face.
How's the draw on this one for now?
The draw on this was good. I think I cut it a little too deep. I'm not a pro. Don't judge me. But no, the draw seems.
I barely got the top half of the cap.
No, that looks like a really good cut.
Yeah, I got the.
So you should have cut mine instead of me cutting mine.
Well, then you started talking shit. I would have freaking.
Yeah, but you were supposed to cut mine and then cut yours. Yeah. This is your show today, so
is that what this is?
I mean, sort of, yeah.
Let me go into the ash, bro.
Into the ash. Shout out to Ash Shop Clothing.
Plug in.
Go ahead.
I read what the different colors of ashes.
Earlier you said you don't know how to read.
So I lied.
Now you read.
So I lied. Okay, so it was a YouTube video.
Okay, it was an audio book. It was an audio book.
It was an audio book.
All right, cool.
Shout outs to Audible.
Audio books, you know what I'm saying? We here. Seriously. We're here.
So I got the information, however I got it. So the different colors of ashes. The one that caught my most attention was why some cigars burn so pure white, the way this one is, right?
Right.
And
super ashy.
It's super ashy, super white, super dry, right? The ash.
Right.
What I got was that when you're burning it and drawing it, you're actually extracting almost 100% of the flavors that the tobaccos are rolled into it. On top of that, the soil that tobacco was grown in is super rich in iron and super fertile. So it just enhances the flavor even more so. By saying that, you got the top-notch cigars that have that same consistency. Padron, Opus, Oliva does it. A lot of, even our good friend from Viva La Vida, that cigar ash burns pure white.
Right.
So you have a good understanding that what you're smoking was very well fertile, rich in iron, and you're actually drawing almost 100% of the flavor that you can possibly get.
Now let me ask you, for the people that are smoking their cigars right now or have smoked and looked at their ash and are like, my shit don't burn white.
Mine ain't burning white.
What the fuck is wrong with my cigar? That necessarily means something's wrong with the cigar?
No, it doesn't, no. By all means, no. But sometimes it's actually done, the manufacturer do it purposely that way because other notes are involved. So then that also changes the color. But like I said, Alec Bradley, or at least themselves, I don't know any other ones, take a lot of time in doing those numbers portion.
I'm just gonna say you fucked up a lot of tarot reading people's businesses up, because they'll be smoking, they'll be having a cigar and be like, oh, it's burning white, that means you're gonna get rich. Oh, it's burning blue, that means you're gonna die. Like,
and if it's red,
well, that means just, you're gonna have a baby or something. Who knows? But yeah, no, because a lot of those people in those religions, they use that particular thing for that. And the reality is, guys, it's all about soil, man, and how your cigar is made. And I've always thought that a very well-made cigar, usually will give you the white ash,
the whiter ash,
and the more complete, intact ash when you're smoking. Right. So
stronger
it's compact,
ash.
Stronger ash, so that just doesn't fall all over you when you touch the microphone.
You can even tell the way it was, or on you. You can even tell the way it was, the filler was wrapped.
Right.
Because as it burns, you can see the layers.
This motherfucking professor in this.
But I'm just telling you, listen, if you love what you do, you look into it, right?
You need to charge by the hour, bro.
Yeah?
I mean, not me, but you need to charge by the hour, you know what I'm saying?
Save that, B. So,
right.
But yeah, you can definitely tell, and that's also, you get good draw if it's wrapped properly and stuff like that. I know every manufacturers have their own way of doing it and wrapping cigars to work to their benefit. But it's.
Let me ask you something. That we've discussed in many of the different shows, and I don't know if I've gotten your opinion on it. I may have, but social media, right? So it's a great platform, right? I mean, it has its ups and its downs, its pros and its cons. Pertaining to cigars, I feel like, again, there's a lot of great content. And personally, for me, great content, I'm going to give you what that means to me is a lot of lifestyle shots. I like to see people in their element. If you're in a fucking cigar lounge and you're with a group of people and you guys are all having a good time, encapsulate that in a picture, right? And then, obviously, if it's about cigar, I want to know what the fuck you're smoking. I don't want to just look at your pretty face.
Right.
I want to know what you're smoking. Maybe I've never smoked it. Maybe it'll intrigue me. Maybe the wrapper. Because a lot of times you look at some cigars and the wrapper draws you. There's really,
I'm sorry, but that's how I found out about this one. This is a fairly new cigar.
Right.
And once he did that, I was like,
you saw the star with the legs?
I saw the sun.
I'm glad you saw it first and not me, because I would have been like,
hey, whatever
wow,
it
not
is,
smoking that shit.
Maybe Alec will write something in the comments, be like, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But also, what would have scared me was Sun Grown, because I feel like Sun Grown has this stigma, and at least to me personally,
really,
that Sun Grown cigars are atrociously strong.
Really?
Yes.
And actually, I'm the other way around. I thought Sun Grown cigars, being that it's just out on the open and that's how they're dried and everything, or the process
I'm gonna give you some background on that reason.
Please, Mr.
Rocky
Professor.
Patel,
Professor Type 2.
Right. I'm like the teacher's assistant.
There you go.
Rocky Patel released a Sun Grown a while back, right? It was just Rocky Patel, it had the RP, and then it had a little band that said Sun Grown.
Got it. Okay.
I attempted to smoke that cigar.
Keyword, attempted.
Attempted.
Okay.
Boy, listen.
And not
fuck all of that. Okay, I can't smoke this shit. I felt like I was smoking a bag of tobacco, literally a bag of tobacco. Like I was like, I can't deal with this. Again, granted, this was earlier in the time of when I really started getting into cigars, but I already had smoked a significant amount of cigars.
It's strong. Labeled as full body cigar.
Not that I knew what it meant, but I had smoked cigars because I didn't really get it. This is right when I started getting into cigars. But this was, 6 years ago, maybe 5 years ago? Yeah. So I was smoking and I was like, holy shit, I can't smoke this shit. I got a quarter of the way in, and I was like, I can't smoke this shit, right? So fine. They re-released the Sun Grown. It's different now, different label, which is beautiful, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. And you like Rocky Patel, don't you?
Yeah, I do like Rocky Patel. Shout out to RP, my man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They came out with another one, and it tastes amazing. It's great. It's strong. I think it's medium to full or medium. It's great. It's a great cigar.
Nice.
There's other Sun Growns that I've smoked, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Not as strong.
No, that are super strong.
That are sold.
Yeah, I can't think of them right now because I probably blocked them out my brain, but. they were super strong. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, so that's my stigma with Sun Grown.
The one that comes to mind right now, Alec Bradley also has another Sun Grown, the American. Have you had that one? They also have a Sun Grown of that.
Probably not, because I probably stayed away because it says Sun Grown. Does it say Sun Grown on it?
It does have an additional label, yeah.
All of that.
And it's not. It's, to me, it's
see, now, with smoking this, now I have a plethora of cigars that I can be like, well, I'm not going to be a little bitch, and I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a little bitch, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
But back to the social media thing. So I want to know what cigar you're smoking. I don't want you to tell me, I mean, you can tell me, what flavor profile you got, but none of that matters to me, because at the end of not that it doesn't matter, but I'm not, I get the same, right.
Might be different.
You may get leather notes, I may get peach notes.
Yeah.
And so it whatever. How do you feel that cigars are being portrayed now because of social media and because it's at such a boom? Because cigars right now, like Atlanta is doing amazing things with cigars right now.
Yes.
The only reason why New York is New York, right? So you bring any product to New York and it works, you're gonna do fine.
Yeah.
But the laws here suck so much dick.
There's so many hurdles you gotta jump through, bro.
So much. It just sucks, right? So like, social media, and I follow a lot of people on social media that are not from New York that are doing all these great things. How do you feel that's has that impacted you in any way?
I see a lot of people, just generic people. A lot of them have cigars in their pictures, but they're also promoting another product. They just have the cigar there as a conjunction to whatever it is that they're doing or selling or whatever.
So they may not necessarily be sponsored by that cigar.
But that's what they're enjoying at that point in time.
Well, that's natural. Yeah, I like that.
Excellent example. The other day, LeBron James was I guess in his backyard or whatever, had a few of his friends.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
You saw that, right?
Smoking cigars, right?
It was an Alec Bradley, actually. I swear to God. I rewound the fucking video like 15 times. I'm like, it can't. I'm like, And then I'm scrolling down the timeline. Alan posts up, LeBron, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so it was.
I mean, social media is how you found.
What I found that Sun Grown, yeah.
I think that ability that owners have right now to display and market their thing is.
No, and even to DM their consumers on, like, I post something up. I had a question about a cigar that they had put a picture of. I couldn't tell the label pretty well because it was like a different shade of blue, but it was that fine and rare. I'm used to seeing the fine and rare like in a tan color, like that, the label. So I would have spotted right away. So I kind of asked, what is that cigar? And he told me it's a fine and rare. I was like, awesome. And just the fact that he can hit me up through social media, like literally within minutes, just the fact that...
Now, was this like a rap or...
I don't know, but it just says...
You would have social media, I would hope, in this day and age.
Yeah, they have to nowadays. I don't know if it's him personally, but whatever it was a quick response to the question that I asked. And there are a ton of people that ask questions or, love that cigar or whatever it is. And you see the comments coming back and forth. That quick response leaves the consumer at a very good point of that product.
I'm going to record you as we're doing this.
This motherfucker.
I think this is awesome right here. So, Ricky.
So you're going to put that on social media?
I'm also going to put this on social media.
As long as you respond to your customer. That's all I care about.
Yeah, so this is a detailed interview with the professor.
On Instagram.
You guys are still here on Instagram about how he just got this beautiful joint. That's my man B in the background. Shout out to B. Know what I mean? Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So this is that, and this is him, and he's smoking his lovely cigar.
Sun Grown.
Sun Grown.
Yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall, baby. Ooh. I like that. That's some Deadpool shit right there. That's some Deadpool shit right there.
But yeah, I mean, my opinion on that, as long as that picture is true, I don't like, not that I'm hating on, but you got people that would post, let's say, Cohibas to 50th anniversary, and they're expensive, right? Honestly, never had one. If somebody wants to send us one, by all means, we'll try it.
Which Cohiba?
It's the one with the gold, the black background.
The Behique?
The Behique.
Oh,
yeah.
man, you've never had
The 50,
one?
I have not. No. No, sorry, I have not.
I have pictures on my Instagram. Ed got a box.
Ed is a fanatic.
Shout out to Ed
with those.
Vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he got a box. Man. He got a box of the 54s.
The
No,
Behique
56s.
Okay.
The 52s are the most popular ones because they're the smaller ones.
That's, yeah.
He had a box of the 56s. And that was Cigar of the Year 2010, I want to say.
Okay.
Right? An amazing smoke. Fernando, our friend Fernando,
Right.
doesn't like that cigar.
Fernando's a very tricky smoker.
Right.
So
You like what you like.
it is what it is, but I just don't like his response to other cigars that you might be smoking.
Right.
His response to it. He's kind of like an Ed. He'd be like, that shit is garbage.
I so
I'm
wanna
like,
get him
but
on the
dude,
show. Oh
like,
my God.
why is it garbage? Like, I enjoy it right now.
Right. I feel like, that's just their mechanism for now.
That's just my shit is the shit and yours is not, so goodbye. Right? I still love
I'm
him
glad
to
he
death.
said it, guys.
I still love him to death.
This
That's
is on
my
record.
boy.
He's the one that's saying all this, not me. I'm neutral. I'm neutral.
You're neutral. All right.
Neutral.
But yeah,
But
that's...
I feel like ultimately you shouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, what you like, I like. I don't like Opus X Lost City.
I'm not too far.
I'm not gonna say it's a trash cigar.
It's not.
Because it's not. These people put a lot of work and effort.
I just don't think it deserves the Opus X label.
I don't think it's worth $40, $50. There's an episode that I think the episode that me and Ed did. I think that's gonna be up soon. This motherfucker's talking about $100 cigar. Do you remember that shit? $104
From who?
for a cigar? I think it's Davidoff. $104 fucking dollars for one cigar.
Yeah, so there's Gurkha's.
But we know why Gurkha is Gurkha. Come on, guys. Gurkha, like we shout out to Gurkhas, man. Know what I mean, I want no smoke. It's cool, but we know what's up with Gurkhas, man. We know what's up with the Gurkhas. We don't even need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
You sure?
Clinton. That's all I got to say. You know what I mean? Let's keep it funky. That's what it is.
On a low note.
Right, but that $104. Yo, you better
don't understand
massage
why.
me as I smoke that. And I mean, I want like a professional ball massager. Because there's no way. And he's like, watch, I'm going to buy it. Like, I'm going to smoke it because you bought it. But, like, I'm going to smoke that shit till it evaporates. I'm going to put the, when we cut it,
your finger.
when we cut it, I'm going to put the fucking cap on the other side so I can smoke that shit too. What the fuck? 140, man, listen. Shout out to Ed Vicious on that account. I'm still waiting on that $104 cigar, though, you know what I mean? Whenever you're ready, man,
Come and bring it through.
we bring it through.
You should bring me one. What the fuck?
So our case is a rack,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I've been to Davidoff. I know they have a $500 cigar and the case is like $5,000. They have a $1,000 cigar and it's $10,000. Listen, even if I had the money, why don't you just roll up money and smoke it?
Seen that too.
I don't even want to get into how you seen that.
In a movie.
Oh, I was about to say, because I don't know what kind of extracurricular activities you be having, that you're around people that smoke money.
No, I'm not around people
When
that
they
smoke.
say hang out with successful people, that's not the kind of people
That's not the kind.
that they're talking about.
Not that
You
kind.
don't hang out with people that just smoke money. I don't care about money, we're just going to roll it and smoke it. Like, no, you be out there in the ashtray like,
Put
What's
that one
good?
back together
The
again.
bank takes anything that's what, 55% of the bill? 55% of the bill, the bank will take it. Shout out, y'all know that information. I'm dropping gems. I'm telling y'all. 55% of the bill, the bank will take it. Right, but make sure the serial numbers match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just say, don't get like 4 quarters or 3 quarters of a bill and put them all together in 4 different serial numbers. I don't think that's gonna rock. I mean, I don't think the bank. We're not going to talk about that.
No.
I don't want Secret Service out of my ass.
We don't.
None of that. So you're at, I think, the point of the change. I'm assuming, or is it just still the same?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, please tell me right now. Like right now is right now, not like when you're finished doing that. How are your eyes not burning, bro?
It's actually still consistent. It's still consistent, and it hasn't changed.
I'm so jealous right now. I'm super jelly.
You're super jelly?
I'm super jelly.
Like strawberry jelly and shit?
No, I'm more like a molasses kind of lard jelly. What's that jelly bean that nobody likes? The black one? Licorice jelly. I'm licorice jelly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's not true. I like it.
There you go.
Yeah, true.
Shout out to the outside, I mean. Yeah, no. But I'm happy you actually brought this because this is it kind of helps me get over this stigma of sun grown.
I kind of like what we did also. In between the regular conversation, we were giving our opinion on the cigar. You know, instead of just sitting here talking about what it is, this or that, and then,
Well,
talk
we don't
about other
just sit
shit.
here and talk about bullshit.
I thought that's what we always do.
I love the fact that we just talk about bullshit. You know why? Because it's our fucking show. We get to do what the fuck we want.
Oh,
ultimately.
Yeah.
I posted a link for the last episode in a cigar group, and they hit me with they tagged me on the rules of the the group, and nowhere does it say you don't post videos of, like, it says don't promote, don't advertise for like merchandise. This is not merchandise. I'm not selling nothing here. It's a damn video, bro. It's cool.
They can give us anything. And
right, we're open for stuff that you want to give us. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Cigars.
poor. I'm super poor.
You know, like the fine and rare.
I mean, that's a little. I'll take a rocket episode 1992. You know what I'm saying? Vintage. I'm like low class. I don't need all that expensive stuff.
Nah.
Now, if you do want to give me expensive stuff, there is the Padron 1926, 1964.
50th anniversary.
You see?
But what the fuck?
I go here. He goes way the fuck up
But
here.
you're the one that started with the hope.
Yeah, I said if you want to give me something of good, luxury, that's like fucking Uber luxury. It's like $80 a stick at a retail.
Uber luxury, huh?
Yeah, Uber luxury. I learned that term.
Shout out to Uber.
Shout out to Uber. You know what I mean? I know y'all going through a crisis because Yellow Cabs is trying to fuck y'all money up, but stay strong. You feel me?
Not happening.
They lowered down the price of a medallion now.
They have to.
The medallion's like worth shit now, apparently.
Dude, I remember back when they used to be like almost fucking worth of a house. You're talking about $500,000 for a fucking medallion.
I remember you used to smoke on airplanes. Shit changes, right? All right. Was there anything else you want to talk about? Because you're making love to that cigar. I don't think we can release that on YouTube.
No, not yet.
No, YouTube has strict rules about sexual stuff.
Shit changes, so.
Did it change?
No.
No. Well, shit doesn't always change, does it?
Nah. This thing is staying smooth. Now, believe it or not, I just finished blowing it through my nose before, and it was even smoother than the initial light up, for some reason. Yeah.
Not me. My eyes is throwing up. Oh my God.
Nah, it's a phenomenal smoke.
Did you scorch your fucking nose and your nose things too?
No.
Holy shit.
I mean, my throat was, you could hear it raspy.
Again, I don't think we can release that kind of talk in YouTube about your throat. None of that sexual stuff, man.
You got something against me? Is that what it is?
Something against who?
Me?
You? No.
No.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes. Fuck that. I'm glad you brought that up. I was approached by several individuals, some people that we both know, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. And they made this comment to me. Apparently, in one of the episodes, I want to say it was one with us three, me, you, and Ed.
Okay.
Vicious. I had made a remark, and I said, well, I don't like that. And you said, well, I don't care if you like that. I guess they took it that you said it in a very dry form. And it made it seem like he doesn't like me. I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. We don't like each other. I can't stand this motherfucker at all. Okay, this motherfucker gets on my nerves all the fucking time.
Isn't that the best though?
When
you
shit works, right? When shit works, because y'all guys told me, "Oh, Ricky's awesome. He's this and that." I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to gas him. But
why you lying?
You see what I mean? It's fucking a pain in the ass. So no, we don't like each other. So therefore, when we have that back and forth, it's just lovers quarrel. That's all it is. He's like my wife / husband, because I don't want to give any quality problems. You know what I'm saying?
So if we were to get a divorce, how would breaking this up work?
You would go missing. You would go on a long vacation, but I would say a very long vacation to an undisclosed area because you don't want to be found. So you would just leave everything to me.
I'll take all my fucking cigars with me, motherfucker.
I mean, you could take the box with you. You could take the little foamy white paper stuff with you too. The flimsy
How
white
about
paper.
we cut them in half?
We're not cutting anything in half. What are we clipping cigars now?
you
Here,
think this
take
is
half of
fucking-
that for you. The other half for me. No.
Then this is the Amazon settlement deal?
No, it's not the Amazon settlement deal. You're gonna go on a very long vacation.
Not come back for like never.
Right. You just decided to buy a one-way ticket. I discouraged it, but you was like, I want to do it.
Talking about tickets, I'm planning to go to, it's not promoted as much, DBL, their tour. In DR, it's with...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I was trying to find out the details. I want to try to head over there for February because I think that's when they have it. For some reason, you have the Pro Cigar Fest, and DBL does something as well, right? So I was trying to get
to like a tour.
Yeah, they do like a tour
Where they go
where
to
you
all the
go
factories
to they go to different factories, not just theirs. All day, you have events and stuff like that. At night, you have stuff with you. From what I heard is it's very well secured. You're on like a Greyhound bus with security and stuff like that. And they go with you everywhere, probably even the bathroom. So,
B just showed me that we're 70 minutes with a very angry face. Just throwing that out there.
but
So we're going to stay on for another 30 or so.
Yeah,
Right?
35-ish change.
He was like 70, motherfucker.
Yeah, like on the
that
bottom
shit
says
up.
biatch, right?
Hurry that shit up. Like, hurry that shit up. No, but that's good, the DBL. I mean, I feel like it gives people that want to get into cigars or that are in cigars want to get more knowledgeable.
The whole process from
Go
beginning
to the
to
tour.
end.
It's not that expensive. I
It
don't
is
think.
by all means. This is the information that I got. So don't know the pricing yet. Don't hold it against me, but it's somewhere around $7.99 or $8.99 or something like that. Flights are included, which is
That's half your ticket right there.
Super
or
expensive.
3/4 of your ticket.
And it's in the Dominican Republic. I believe it's 4 to 5 days, the tour. In Santiago. You go through all the spots, the tobacco shops, the stores, the this and that, the factories.
I think you can go to some of the farms, right?
Farms and the box making factories. That's like a different entity on its own.
That's a treat.
That's super treat. Food, drinks, this and that, and everything else included. The hotel where you're going to be staying is included for that same price.
I mean, for that price, flight and stay, it's right there.
Yeah, exactly. And you're that's it, right?
Not including the excursion that you're going to.
Exactly.
Do you get access to Cigar Pro, whatever?
So what I understood is Pro Cigar Fest is a separate thing from the DBL. I'm actually geared more towards the DBL just because we know Francisco more on a personal level, which hopefully we'll get him on the show.
Right.
And with him, it's what he had said is that you can get tickets while you're there during his tour because they'll have a night or 2 nights in Punta Cana for Pro Cigar Fest. You can get something for them there. You can also get tickets for the one in Santiago, which that's where DBL's tour is.
Right.
So if you choose to go to the Pro Cigar Fest, you can get tickets to go there. If not, stick with the tour or whatever. Don't deviate because I heard it's only a few hours. The Pro Cigar Fest party, the all-white party thing, and you do meet a lot of big people. Arturo Fuentes, the La Aurora, all those guys are there at that tour.
ABB there?
Not sure. I don't know. Never been actually. This is why I'm kind of anxious to go and to give my opinion.
Just make sure you get permission.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. You still gotta get permission.
Yeah. From him, you mean?
Right.
Which
Fourth wife. Okay. I'm number 4 in the fucking chain of command.
Well, maybe we can set something up where we can even take Be Honest, where he can be courting. We can do it. See, he like that. He like that. We're
gonna pay you in cigars and women.
The food, everything. We got you.
I know it's actually I heard it's a very Spears went and he loved it.
Oh yeah, good friend of ours.
Shout out to Spears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved it.
He went bananas with them. Francisco took care of their whole group. Paul from Pot of Cigars said that he's been doing this for about 4 or 5 years straight now, and it first started with like 5 or 10 people. It's 35 deep now from last year. This year, who knows? Maybe it might be more because of us or not. But regardless of the fact, I'm definitely going. Knock on wood, nothing happens or whatever. Yes, that is wood. That's real wood. So.
You say so.
Whatever. It's paint, but with wood. And to try to go, record so you guys can see what's going on. And nah, man, we just bugged up.
I think I am. Not that I think, but there is a boat party that I am sponsoring. Our Ash Up Clothing is sponsoring, so is Cigar Chronicles. It's in August. I don't know the exact date. So tune in for that. It's going to be great. There's going to be goodies. I'm pretty sure they're giving out cigars.
Yeah.
I don't think it's open bar, but there is food. Tons and tons of food is going to be made for this event. I'm a fat ass, so food is food.
Is this the one on the west side?
This is, I don't know the particulars. It's also, it's being ran by Moses Cigars. They're gonna try to have some cigar people there. We don't know who yet.
Okay.
It's fucking raining. You believe this shit?
It's like snow, but
I hope that's coming
hotter.
out in the background. It's gonna be great. It's like snow but hotter.
Yeah, so that means it's wet.
That is the motherfucking professor. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Cigar Chronicles. All right, it's about cigars, life, and everything in between.
Yep.
Professor, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're gonna have you on again. I don't.
What is it? We hate each other? Is that what it is?
Thank you for the box of cigars that you're leaving with me.
Not those. I'll buy a few and leave them, but nah.
Thank you for bringing your gorgeous lighter.
Oh, this is the baby. This goes everywhere. I'd rather leave my phone in my wallet and not leave that at home.
Thank you for this delicious ass coffee.
I appreciate it.
And a pizza that I ate 2 slices of like a fat ass. Shout out to B for coming out on his day off because he's the man.
Yeah, thank you, B.
Shout out to the bat, you know what I mean? Eating pizza.
Hey.
That is gonna be like the ad-lib from now on.
Yeah.
We're gonna record that ad-lib and just hit the button. On random occasions, we're gonna include that. Ow. I just hope Cardi B don't sue me. All right, make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
She also has her own show.
Who?
Friend back here.
Oh, you know you gotta come in front of the camera with your pizza and all that.
Pizza.
No, you're not asked out.
Well, you know what? Okay, we'll do it this. A bit more professional. Yeah, right. So,
what is the concept of your show?
This is about cigars. Hello, everyone.
There you go. Get in the middle. Why are you hiding the pizza?
Get in there.
Don't hide the pizza. You can talk into the cock mic. It's cool.
Yeah.
No, but I'm eating my pizza.
So, what is the concept of your cigar? I mean, your cigar.
We'll talk about that
You can tell
another
what's
day.
on my mind.
It's mainly just talking about life in the urban industry, as in jobs, school, just life itself. We're not talked about.
Situations that happen on a day-to-day.
Yeah, with us. Like, nobody really knows what's going on with us.
No,
We're trying to grow.
I agree.
Us women, men, children.
I think women have a great opportunity on this platform to really reach out and talk about
real shit.
The disparities that they face on a daily basis. I feel like social media has that a lot. Like, women are, niggas ain't shit. Men are dogs.
We need to be
I can't do this. But I feel like women have an ability to kind of really talk about their problems and talk about the things that they face on a little bit more, intellectual level.
Yes.
I just think the way they interpret themselves and whatever it is that they're talking about, that just completely comes out on a raw.
Right. Well, I feel like women have always been a lot better at expressing themselves than men because
100%. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I can't read. So
I think you guys have been tapped with that natural talent.
Thank you.
I mean, some women are just emotionally retarded.
Oh no, I know.
But I think all of us, in some case, can be emotionally retarded.
We have our stages.
We have our brain farts.
Yeah, how's that pizza?
It's good.
Word.
It's
Anyway, yeah, we'll talk about it another time. But I am gonna be here for cigars.
That sounds like a plan.
Don't eat all the pizza, yo. Is that slice number 3?
2.5.
Jesus. All right. Well, I guess we'll call it a afternoon. And
look, the sun is about to come out.
Fucking rain, and I gotta use the bathroom. And B just gave me the middle finger. He was like, "Fuck you! Look at this camera." All right. I think. I figured that's why you were unscrewing the camera. Not that you wanted to give me a close-up, because that's not a good idea. Shout out to Alec Bradley, man. Great fucking cigar. I recommend it. Ricky, his tip is wet, so he definitely recommends it. Guys, check it out wherever you can. Support, your cigar shops, some other mom and pop shops. They're the ones that are breaking their backs, paying the ridiculous high taxes here in New York. Anywhere outside of fucking New York, here, fucking retarded in taxes. So
it's a fucking zoo,
support your cigar shops. Support your local groups. There's a lot of groups out there doing great things. What's the one that Rob is in?
Amor Puro.
Amor Puro, and the other one, the one that Frankie's in also. Shout out to Frankie.
Oh, no.
Smoking Souls.
Yes.
They do great. They do book bag drives.
Yes.
They do barbecues. Shout out to all the people, all the groups, all the cigar groups that are doing really good things for the community.
The women puffing pretty.
Puffing pretty. You guys do stuff that helps us elevate the culture, not as just as a culture, but as humans.
Yeah.
And we need more of that. I think there's a lot of cigar groups that are acting like biker gangs instead of fucking cigar groups.
Yeah.
So shout out to all those people doing great things. And guys, you can catch us on email us cigarchronicles84@gmail. Cigar.chronicles at Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. Ash Up Clothing on Instagram. Ash Up Clo. That's Ash Up CLO @gmail.com. We're gonna try. If you can send me emails or a petition so we can convince B to sell beats, I really appreciate that.
Yes, please.
This and guy DJ too. Shout out to DJ.
Fucking genius.
I need that in my life. I'm low key trying to be the manager. You know what I mean? Guys, thank you for coming.
Appreciate it.
We came. We saw.
We smoked.
And I'm gonna go destroy a toilet now. So have a good night or a good day or afternoon.
Was it the pizza?
That's my stomach.
That's your cue, right?
That is my cue. That is my stomach. I really hope that got picked up. That'd be awesome. What was that? What is it? Thunder or lightning? Thunder? I confused the two. You hear thunder, you learn something every day. All right, guys, that's enough. All right. I'll see you later. We out now.